Hello everybody, this is Alyssa from Mink Arts and Crafts, and today we are going to do a short video, a little bit of an update. I am officially halfway done with my Spooky Library Potions temperature stitch-along cross-stitch conversion, because I'm not actually stitching anything, I'm doing the cross-stitch conversion of it. And this is my temperature stitch-along cross-stitch conversion for the daily highs. And as you can see, we are officially halfway done with the year. Well, more than halfway done with the year. I'm just kind of like slacking off a little bit. I finally finished a June, which you can see down here. And I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a progress update so we could see what we're looking like here. Because I finally finished June's temperature chart, even though we're almost done with July. I finally got June done, and I wanted to do a quick video clip so we could see what June looked like and kind of do our progress and our status update so we could see that and see how we're progressing along and doing with our temperatures. And you can see the gradation. I'm loving this gradation of colors where we have our cool tones here, even though we had like a little bit of a hot spell up in here in our January. So we have our January, our February, March, April starting to get a little bit warmer. It was a very gradual warmth progression from January into February into March with that gradual progression. I love these tones right here. April right in here with some little heat burst right there. May was getting hot. We have a lot of 90s right. We have like a lot of these 90s into the May time frame, and a couple of the hundreds coming down into here, these hot ones down here, and then rolling into June. And June was a very hot, spicy, yeah, we had some hot 100 days in May, but then June, as you look here, I think we only had, over the month of June, I think there was, if I look at it, this is what I've been doing my temperatures on. You can see as I finished June, this is how far into July we were when I finished June. So looking at June, I think we only had two days in June that were not into the hundreds, as you can see. So there's like the one day here, day 2 was a 90 degree day, and then coming down over here, so our cooler temperature, and then this one right here. So these 2 days right here were like 2 of our cooler days for June, right here and here. And then as we go into it, like our really hot days are this pinkish tone right here, were our 110s. So these are the hundreds, there's this purple, and then this like really pretty, like fuchsia tones, those pinkish tones, those are our 110s. And I'm debating, I'm probably going to have to roll out, because we did have a couple days rolling into, as we roll into July, that are going to roll into the 120s, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to pick another color set to go into the 120s, just because I'm like, I have to mark the 120 days as something out of the abnormal. So I think I'm going to pick another color set, a set of 4 colors to annotate those really, really hot days. But this is how I've been doing it. I'm marking it off as I go. I put the little dot next to the colors as I'm finishing them. I didn't do those ones just because it was every single day was the same color, because they were all in the teens. So when I finished those ones, it was easy because I just pulled out the colors and just went to town on them. But I am loving how the color palette is looking on this. I'm really happy with the colors that I chose, and it like really comes together when you look at it from a distance and seeing that blend of palette of colors as we come down. It's just looking really cool. I'm loving this. And it'll be really interesting to see as I move down, because I'm going to be leaving at the end of the year. So like my last couple months will not be in the desert. So I'm like, do I keep the temperatures for the desert, or do I do the temperatures for my new location of where I'm going to be when I move? I have not decided that piece. And it may be interesting because the temperatures could actually end up being very similar when I leave. So we're going to pull up my actual drill so you guys can see what I've been working with. So this has been my working palette of everything. So you can see these are the colors that we've been doing as a review in case you haven't watched my previous videos. These colors right up here, down to here, this is the border colors. These are all of the drills that have been in the border. And then from here to here, these are the colors, the 155 to the 5200 are the constant colors. So these are colors that I'll use to do like the shelves, the greens, and anything that's an accent or something that's like a constant color in the potion bottles. So like you'll have like these tops, these accents, the skulls, the spider in the potion bottle, anything that's in constant color, that is this 155 up through the 5200. And then here to here are the actual colors that I've been using, and they're in sets of 4. Because you have like the darkest color to the lightest color to kind of give it that gradation. So I started with like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s, and 110s. And I do think I need to pick out a color palette for 120s because this is the 110s, which you can see are those burgundy pinks. And I think I have to go pull out some colors that roll into the 120s because this is only going into the 110s, which I have a lot of. And if we look at the month of July, which we will have moving forward, I have a whole lot of colors. A whole lot of July has been spent in the 120 degree range because it has been a hot month for the month of July so far. And that's where I've been spending, it's been a hot one. But I've been marking it. This is kind of like my cheat sheet, kind of logging everything that we go. And I will have been, so that's 4, this will be 8, and then, well, that's, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then August will be 8, and then we'll only have 4 more months to go, and we will be done with this. We're getting really close. We're progressing along quite nicely. But if you look at that, like, look at how hot these months have been. And each one of these columns corresponds to a page in my markup app on my iPad. So that way I know like how many to go as I'm doing it page by page as I work on this cross stitch conversion for it. So you can see we were in the teens, 124. That was a really hot day. Teens, 121. Teens. We had a cool day. Went from 108 down to 99. Back up into 108. Teens. So these are all going to be pretty hefty temperatures. They're pretty much all going to be living into this color range right here, which are really pretty colors. So it's going to be a warm color palette of this range right here primarily, with a couple that drop down into these colors and then like one down into the 90s, so the darker purples of these for July, and then we'll go down into the dark purples for the 90s for one of them. So we're going to get into the all purpley ranges for those. And then I fill in with this big bag of 310 that I have, is what I've been using to fill in the background as I finish a row, or actually as I finish a page. I'll finish one of those pages, which is a third of this section. I'll finish a page, which is one of those columns. As I finish a column, I'll fill in the black, and then I'll do the next column for the potion bottles, fill in the black, and then I'll go to the next one. And that way I don't have a ton of black to fill in as I go. So that's what I've been doing, and it's coming along nicely. I'm really pleased with how this is looking. It's looking phenomenal, and I'm super, super happy with it. So we're officially halfway done. I have the border done all the way around. As you can see, as we come down, this is what we've got left to fill in for the shelves, and this is the finished border on the bottom. And then I am going to add like a similar border like this on the bottom down here, because I am going to take and I'm going to do like a color legend right down here in the bottom when I'm finished, that kind of annotates what temperature range each one of these color brackets corresponded to, because I think that's going to look nice. That was an idea that somebody else had, not me. But that was one of you guys had that wonderful idea, and I love it, so I'm going to use it. So I think it's going to look wonderful, and I'll put the year in the center and then the color brackets around it, and it's going to look fun. But anyways, this is my daily highs progress report for the halfway there. This is like, we're going strong. We're on 6 months in, and we're still going. We're cruising along. We're about to start into July, so then I don't know when we'll do our next progress video. It's kind of like a hit or miss depending on when I feel like doing it, because I don't do it every month. I do it like every few months or so. So we'll see. We'll definitely do one at the end of, let's see, July, August, September. We'll definitely do another progress report at the end of September. We may do one sooner than that. We'll see. Depends on the mood and what we're doing and what we're up to, and kind of go from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little sneak look at how we're progressing and how it's going. And yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.